Hey guys, it's Coach Steve, and I've got this week's workout brief. Starting on Monday, we're going to start off with some front squats, and we're going to do 3 sets of 5 reps, and all 3 of these sets should be at a challenging weight for you. That means that you should be at a weight that you really couldn't perform 2 or 3 more reps. You should be something that when you get done, you think, wow, that was pretty close to 5. I may have been able to add a little bit more weight. That's fine, but you shouldn't feel like you have a lot left in the tank every single set. So you want to work up to a weight that's challenging, and that's where you start the 3 sets. Once we're done with that, we're going into a fairly quick lung burner, 2 rounds, 27 burpees, 21 clusters or squat clean thrusters at a fairly light weight, and moving through these 2 movements fairly quickly. Goal time here is 8 to 12 minutes with a 12-minute cap. And this one's short, so you're going to be able to kind of push it just a little bit with just not a lot of breaks. Just how consistent can you go here? Maybe you slow those burpees down just a touch so you can keep moving through them, not take long breaks. Keep in mind those lateral burpees, you do not have to stand up all the way. You can stay a little bit lower to the ground. So moving through this one pretty darn quick. On Tuesday, we're going to continue building our bench press, 2 sets of 4, 2 sets of 3, building on what we've done in the previous week. So go a little bit heavier. You should start feeling like you're a little bit more practiced with the movement. So that should help you go even heavier than maybe you would have a couple of weeks ago. So just kind of start to keep building on that confidence, building on that strength, and slowly start adding some weight to this bar. Once we're done with that, we're going into an 8-minute AMRAP, 3 wall walks, 6 chest to bar pull-ups. And that's not a long duration, but those movements will add up so that your arms and your core are going to feel very taxed. You're going to feel like you've done a lot of work, even though the reps aren't super high. So this is kind of a medium to high intensity, not looking to go super hard out of the gate right off the bat. Hold back just a little bit, stay consistent with this, and kind of build in that intensity and that speed as this one goes. Because if you start off too fast, you're going to feel this one. It's going to add up really quickly. On Wednesday, we're going to do something we don't do very often. This is just a standard buy-in. This is just practicing a movement, but more importantly, we're just kind of pre-fatiguing the system a little bit, just to get you breathing hard a little bit and move some weight. 10-round EMOM. Start off with 3 deadlifts, building the weight for each round of that. So you're going to want to have those weights pretty handy. And then on the opposite time, you're going to do a 30-second hard bike. And the goal here is to get off that bike and be huffing and puffing pretty hard after 30 seconds. Don't want to go any longer than 30. So you're going to go right to that bike. 3 reps on deadlifts shouldn't take a super long time, but I recommend getting the bar ready for the next round since we're building weight as soon as you're done with the 3 reps. Keep in mind, we're not going for super heavy on this. We're just building in, slowly adding in some, just a little pre-fatigue. So probably not going to go to anywhere close to a 3-rep max on this, but don't start off super light. We're not starting off with the bar or anything like that. Go ahead and start off with some weight and build it up over the 5 sets that you're going to be doing. When we're done with that, we're going into a Metcon that's a 15-round EMOM, ping-ponging between 3 different movements. First minute, you're going to do 12 Russian kettlebell swings at a moderately heavy weight. Second minute, 12 hand release push-ups. Third minute, goblet squats using that same kettlebell. And this is going to be one that the effort's really going to start to build in on this. As you start off, you're going to be in that 6 to 7 kind of intensity range. Think, yeah, this is very doable. But as this one goes, those 15 minutes start to go, it's going to start to get a little challenging. You're going to notice the push-ups are going to start getting a little harder. Maybe you have to start breaking them up. Don't let the quality disappear. Stay focused. You're going to have plenty of time to do the reps. So even if you have to set the weights down or take a short break during those push-ups, you have lots of time. Do them well And in that remaining time, once you finish, walk around. Don't just lay on the ground. Do something to actively cool down. That's kind of part of this, is learning how to manage moving and cooling down in real time. On Thursday, we're going to practice something that's a little bit difficult. This is seated box jumps. You sit down on a smaller box, a stack of weights. We want it to be right about parallel, your hips parallel to the floor with your knee. And then you're going to, from that position, jump onto a box. And we're going to do this for something, build up to a height that you can do for 3 reps. That's moderately challenging. I say that because I don't want anybody going to a place that they're going to fail, fall off the box, hit that other box behind them. I want everybody to be successful on this one, practicing jumping high from that low kind of position, generating power coming out of the hole. And this kind of is going to mimic the power we need for a thruster or even an Olympic weightlifting, and use this box jump to help us get better at those other movements. When we're done with that, going into an 18-minute AMRAP, and we're going to use 1 dumbbell for everything in this workout. 20 single dumbbell step-ups, 200-meter suitcase carry, that's farmer carry with 1 arm, switch hands as often as you want. 10 single arm bent over row, so you're bending over at the waist and pulling that weight up. If you need to control yourself and put your other hand on something like the pull-up rig or a bench, that's fine. And then laying on the floor and doing 10 single arm floor press. This is all done with 1 dumbbell. The time domain here means that this one is going to be a little bit more moderate on that intensity scale. You do not want to go red line on any single part of this. It's going to automatically build in intensity just because it's 18 minutes of moving. So really try to slow this down and just be consistent through these 18 minutes, and really just focus on breathing and moving. That's really the key for this one. On Friday, we're going to do some strict shoulder press, 4 sets of 6. And shoulder press is one of those that it's a little sneaky. You can press 6 reps really easily with 1 weight, add only the smallest amount, and struggle to move the bar at all. So as you're going through this, we're just working towards getting 4 sets of 6 that are somewhat challenging for you. If you don't know where that is, that's okay. Play with it, find a weight that's hard for you, and then do 4 sets around that weight. Once we're done with that, we're going to do something that looks a lot like one of our fundamental workouts. And that's 3 rounds, 400-meter run, 10 shoulder to overhead. And just like it is in our fundamentals, this one's moving pretty fast. Goal is 7 to 10 minutes on this guy, which is moving pretty quick. That's going to keep your intensity pretty high. The running is where you're going to be able to kind of slow things down just a little bit, but don't dog it. You want to push it just a touch. When you get in, you should be able to do close to 10 reps unbroken, no more than 2 sets to finish those 10 reps and get right back to that run. So find that weight that you can do, you can control, you can really lock out, show good control over, but you want to be able to do it pretty quickly, but a little bit challenging, kind of find that balance. On Saturday, we're going to play with some power snatch to start. Make sure everybody's good to go with that. And then a partner WOD for 25-minute AMRAP, 20 power snatch, 30 toes to bar, 100 double unders. Really the big key here is game plan how you want to do this. With those power snatches, maybe it's singles, you go, I go, or maybe a couple of reps, 2-3 reps if you're going a little lighter. I would rather you go lighter than too heavy on this one. I don't want to see a lot of failed power snatch reps here. 30 toes to bar, you kind of breaking this up into something that you can manage, something you can do consistently, 3 to 5 plus reps. If you're not able to do that with toes to bar, maybe you scale that down just a little bit. And then double unders. You're not going to get double unders if you don't practice them. These partner WODs are a great opportunity for you to try to do that. But if you feel like they're languishing a little bit, scale the number down. Maybe, one double under that you get is worth 2 for an athlete that has them really well. Do something along those lines. or if you really have to, go to those single unders. The goal of that is really just get you breathing a little bit hard and get you right back to those power snatches. That's what we have coming up this week, guys. Look forward to seeing you in the gym. Bye.